Okay, so hey everybody. I am out at Spanish Point. I think I'm out at what is probably one of the main surfing breaks. It's a nice right-hand break down over there. There are no surfers out. The conditions are not that great. The conditions are actually bad. It's mostly windswept, although right down here I see some nice waves. Nice right hand. Some of them are quite smooth and clean. So I don't see any surfers, which is what I came for, but I'm going to take a walk anyway, and I'm going to see what I can see. I'm going to walk. There's a road along the coast that way. I'm going to walk along there. I'm going to try and get down below, get down onto the beach and see what I can see down there. I will have my usual old dependable setup, my 24-70 and my 70-200. And I'm filming with the G7X Mark III. And today I have the microphone clipped onto my strap and attached with a string. So this thing is not going to go anywhere. All right, you live and you learn. All right, so I'm going to get the rest of my gear on and I'm going to get down there and see what I can see. The weather is typical Irish weather. Over there, we've got patchy blue skies. Over there, it's gray. And at this stage of the game, it's best just not to even pay any attention to the weather or the forecast or whatever anybody says about the weather, because none of it makes any sense. And none of it's true. And it's all good. I'm warm. I've got my warm clothing on, and I'm happy. As usual, it's going to be a little chit-chat, a little scenery, and hopefully some photos at the end. All right, off we go. And there's nobody out at the moment. Maybe later somebody will show up, I'm not sure. Kind of lowish tide. I think the tide is probably coming in. Looking straight out across the Atlantic right now, looking right back towards home. And yeah, the Atlantic Ocean looks a little bit different from this angle, right? So I'm gonna see if I can get down there, take a little walk on the beach. Alrighty. So I'm going to try this little pathway, which seems to be the lesser of two evils for getting down onto the beach. It's a little mucky, but that's okay. That's why I have these shoes. Alrighty, I'm going to give this a try. So I have to basically get myself down those rocks. Okay, I've made it this far down a slanted slab. I don't know how I'm going to get down onto that beach, or if I'm going to at all. That looks rather formidable, just to get onto a small piece of sand. So maybe I'm not going to do that. Okay, I made it down. Now I'm going to try and make it back up. How's that? So I'm down here on the rock slab. I don't think I can get any farther. And I'm not sure what the purpose of it would be. There's no place really to walk. So, yeah, see if I can make it back up this rocky incline. Okay, so I figured out the only way up this incline is just straight up. And thank God for these great shoes. I feel sort of like a mountain goat here. We're going to keep going here. And let's see, where do we go from here? Find a little foothold. Here we go. Well, I made it back up. I may have said this once or twice before, but I have a habit of getting myself into situations that I think I'm too old for. I can't help it. All right, I'm here straddled. And I just climbed up this thing. It's okay. I'm going to walk down that road and see what I can find. I just have to take one more step. All right, here we go. Ha! There we go. Ah! Okay, back through the muck. Back through the mucky muck. And I guess I forgot to mention, I also have my 600 millimeter lens here with me that I was hoping to photograph some surfers with, but I might just photograph some waves. And I can see that these shoes are destined for another trip through the washing machine when I get home. All right, this is beautiful. And here we are, Spanish Point. Oh, gray and bleak by shore and creek, the rugged rocks abound. But sweet and green the grass between, as grows on Irish ground. So friendship's fond, no wealth abound, and love that lives alway. Bless each dear home beside your foam, my own dear Galway Bay. But this is not Galway Bay, this is the Atlantic Ocean, Spanish Point. And it is gray and bleak down there, and up here it's completely pure green. Not quite the surfer's paradise I was hoping for, but it's a start. You know, some of these waves are not that bad. Sort of like the right at Squibnauket. But wow, the rocks and obstacles you'd have to go through to get down into that water. I don't think I have the heart for that, or the strength. Okay, we'll take a little walk. I will say the weather is good for photography. The light is good. It's not pouring rain. Okay, we have a little stile here to get through. That was not so easy to get through. If I weighed 1 pound more, I wouldn't have made it. Don't know. The remains of a little animal shelter, maybe. Okay, now it's getting pretty windy and chilly up here. So I'm walking in a green field, and it is so wet. The water is actually right up to the top of my shoes. But I do want to go to the top of that little knoll there and see what's on the other side. Okay, this is not so bad, not as wet. Again, I hope I don't run into any wild animals down here. I am in an animal pasture. February must be the wet month in Ireland. Slosh, slosh. As long as it doesn't go over my shoes and get my socks wet, I will be happy. And right now it's borderline. Okay, so this is what we have. We have slabs of what? Limestone? Wow. Now, it looks like there's some kind of island out there. So I guess I'm going to kind of make my way back to the car. This is beautiful. Really wild out there. That Atlantic Ocean is wild. And this is Lent. This is Tuesday of the second week of Lent. And it is kind of desert-like over here for me. I'm in an apartment all by myself. I have removed myself from all news and most entertainment, so there's a lot of silence. I've been going to Mass every day, writing in my Lenten journal, and on one hand, it's a complete treat to be here, but on the other hand, it is very Lentish, desert-like. I have a lot of quiet time to think and pray. Now the photos from this place are not going to be earth-shattering or prize-winning, but I think I'll have something. And one thing I do want to do is make time to wander and stop, because as I've been going from place to place with destinations in mind, I've seen a lot of things that I wanted to stop and take photos of, but just wanted to keep going. So I think maybe tomorrow I'll head back out this way with the idea that it would be a scenic tour. And where else? Oh, yes, out to Doonbeg also. All right, off I go. Love these shoes. Shoes, in my opinion, are the most important part of a wardrobe. Sturdy shoes, dry shoes, comfortable shoes. Gotta have them.